just for you.
But don't do it.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
He had no choice. He was a menace to society. He got what he deserved.
Settle down, Thanos.
That's the way the scales of justice are balanced and cringe. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Sean. Hit that like and that subscribe if you enjoy the video. And also, if you want to get access to next week's episode, you can hit us up on our Patreon. The link is in the description. And let's get on with our Death Note reactions. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Sean, Tanked Up. I'm over here constantly Tanked Up, hanging out with my very good friends, my very good friends.
Friends?
I think so. I consider us very good friends, and we're hanging out over at the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
We're doing better than that bus hijacker.
Whole lot better than that guy.
Whole lot better than that guy. Potentially a whole lot better than like that FBI agent schmuck or whatever who is tailing fucking Light and stuff like that.
Oh, Pember, you gotta watch out, buddy.
But also, whatever, he's FBI. He killed Martin Luther King, so. Him specifically did it.
Yeah, he faked the moon landing.
Did it.
Right, like him
man.
specifically. This guy, right. Also the JFK as well, you know what I mean? Like fucking
Don't trust
He
Ray
did
Pember.
that shit.
traveling bullet. You think Light could tell the bullet where to go?
You can't do a death note for a bullet.
And no, and then you'll make the bullet go back into the left. Back into the left. You know? Whatever. We're talking about Death Note, by the way, y'all. We're on episode 5 over here. This one is called Tactics. I mean, I thought we were already in Tactic Town. I thought we were already doing tactic stuff and everything.
Listen, I like this show, and Ryuk is my best boy, but if I have to listen to Light and L wax poetical about tactics for a whole episode,
Yep.
you can keep it.
That's what they've been doing the whole time.
But
I mean,
mixed in with some demon shenanigans. I don't know, you gotta water it down a little. It can't just be them going, and then and then they just talk.
And then I built a nuclear bomb in the bottom of my drawer.
I said it. He's going full Neil Breen. It's like, I've planted 7 bombs in 7 major cities if anybody tries to stop me. Whatever it is. Like,
because I'm like, when L and Light are going at it, I'm just like, but
you just cut to Ryuk's big smiling face.
you need to have him like dropping a little non sequitur, like,
Yeah.
these guys are nuts.
Yeah.
Like something.
Humans are so interesting.
Like, I feel like you need to have Ryuk there, otherwise we're all just gonna go nuts and jump out the window.
Yeah, right. Or it's definitely it's like it's like, man, and I thought that I had some creepy friends. He did seem delighted. He seemed, again, do we think that I think that Light, what's the name of the guy again? Dustin, you seem like you
Ray Pember.
Ray Pember. So we got RP over there. Ray P.
I did not read Ray Pember that name.
Hey, there you go. Absolutely. Totally. Yeah, Ray Pember over there. I think that Light's going to try to fucking ring him for a little bit more use than just getting his name and killing him, I think. I mean, I get the feeling that that's kind of where it's going. Is there a little bit of Ryuk playing dumb?
Of course it is. No, Ryuk has like 5. There's something. He's chaos.
He's got we know he's got a second book.
Got a second book.
He's got a second cell phone. Oh, that guy.
Ooh, check his DMs. He's been stepping out on Light.
It'll be interesting to see who he steps.
Or he's writing in it, and he's writing out all these events of like, this person's gonna do this, and it'll eventually lead to their death. I don't know. Who knows?
Right? Or it's like, or something.
What if L is just Ryuk's little puppet? Who knows?
Who knows? You don't know. I mean, like, so I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. I mean, one of the aspects of the show, the thriller aspect of it, the kind of getting one over. I do like that stuff. I think so. But I know what you're saying. But I understand what you mean.
Personalities when they're explaining.
No.
You're like, shut up.
When they start manifesting, you know what I mean? It's very eye rolly. And that's fine to be eye rolly. There's eye rolly stuff in all kinds of fucking shit in media and stories that I absolutely adore.
They call it cringe.
Cringe. It's very there's cringe. No. It's like, man, this fucking kid's too cringe to live, or whatever the fuck it is.
It's like have sex.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like a lot of interesting things kind of afoot over here, and this whole finagling kind of element is in full effect, and we think that Ryuk's playing possum. Very excited to fucking see where it's going. You guys want to check it out?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right, well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we go through Death Note. If you guys want to get early access to all of our Death Note coverage, including every week that we make a drop on YT, you get the next episode. So you're watching episode 5 right now on YouTube. If you guys want to watch episode 6 and whatever crazy bullshit goes down in that episode, you guys can check that out right now. You don't have to wait. You can get to see it in a week before anybody else does on our Patreon by clicking the top link, the top pinned comment, or the description below. You got links in there. You click either one of those. That takes you over to our Patreon.
A single decisive factor is all I need. Just one oversight.
They're the same type of thing, like this intercutting, like
Just one thing.
Oh, just kiss already.
just fucking make out. So we think that you guys get a lot of really cool content for a pretty damn fair price. We hope that you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, but you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. That shit always helps. It never hurts. Hit the little bell thing, all that good stuff. We thank you guys for coming by. All right, let's fucking see what tactics we're going to see. Some brilliant Galaxy Brain 5000 tactics we got coming in.
Hope he gets an apple this episode. The appleless episodes are sad for him.
Yeah, we haven't seen him like scarfing down on apples in a hot minute. Even though there's one right there, grab it. What if he literally goes over to Elle's side just because Elle just gives him more apples?
Yeah. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes, man.
I understand. I promise I won't tell anyone that I met you, and of course,
Is this light?
my father.
What, the FBI guy?
Who knows?
No, that's the guy from the back of the
That's
bus.
No, I know that, but how do we know that?
Oh, is he
How
like?
do we know that he is who he says he is? Like,
I mean, it could be. It's not light. It could be L. Why do they tell? Why they have the same name?
they better be the same person with all this rigmarole.
Suspect me. I'm sure they'll treat this as just another unfortunate accident.
Just a regular accident.
So I can go home and be like, "Hey, Dad, I witnessed like a horrific car accident where a guy's brain fell out of."
I was a part of a near hostage situation. Like,
A bus jacking?
Some junkie robbed a bank 2 days ago, and I guess he wanted to try taking on a bus today.
This lady's L.
I think this kind of thing happened.
L for lady.
that would be sick.
And in the end, the guy freaked out, jumped off the bus, and got hit by a car.
Did he die?
Yeah.
That's L. That's L.
Around to see
You think so?
Why
That would be
is
fucking.
It's a little hard to believe that that was all a coincidence, don't you think?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
And now you're telling me that this criminal is most likely dead. Doesn't that suggest that you...
That's enough.
I'm surprised that he's not like filling out fucking paperwork and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you'd be spending all night doing some shit like that.
You're not an agent anymore, so just leave it alone.
Whoa!
But
Former agent.
Can't be an agent and my wife.
No, never.
Yeah, you could stick to your lady coffee getting business.
yeah, I guess you're right. It's just force of habit.
I'm sorry. I just miss being in the workforce.
I get all these big lady thoughts in my head. I forget how to make tea, and it's a problem.
Your mind will be occupied with better things, too.
Yeah. Better things like children.
Maybe that lady isn't.
Probably not. Morgan, watch the green eyes. Watch the green
Shut
eyes.
up.
You're about to write down the name of that agent, aren't you?
I mean, now I want him to.
Yeah, it's like, go for it, dude. Fucking weirdo. Like,
In the meantime, I think I'll use some of those inmates I've been keeping alive to play around with Elle a little more.
Jesus.
God, this kid.
This one left what appears to be a suicide note.
Why is he in like a padded room?
Right?
He's got like that, kind of like that Rust Cole. Like, I just got a bed and a fucking blank ass wall and my and my shit. Like that's it. Like,
I've been using known criminals who live in this part of town to test out different killing methods, and I've learned.
Oh, go into the poor part of town.
Circumstances.
Oh my god.
Turn around and you're dead. I am Kira.
Whoa.
Oh, so he's just outing himself.
That's right, the one sweeping the floor. I'm gonna kill him just for you.
Don't do it.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I think he was a menace to society. He got what he deserved.
Fell down, Thanos.
That's the way the scales of justice are balanced and cringe.
You care more about your loved ones than any of these people here. Imagine how you'd feel if one of them was killed just because you refused to cooperate. I think you should consider them the real hostages at the moment.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ with this kid.
If you don't do exactly as I say, she will die, and so will the rest of your family, including you.
This kid is a psychopath.
Yeah.
I mean that has been established. Like I don't like he is not the the protagonist of this story. Like
There'll be no record of this transmission anywhere. And it allows us to converse from a close distance, even underground. He really thought this through.
All right. Now get on the Yamanote line.
so brilliant, so based.
Once you've boarded, I want you to take the seat closest to the doors. If it's occupied, wait until it's free.
I wonder where he's gonna take him, what he was gonna make him do.
If I have even the slightest suspicion that you're not being honest,
I'm gonna kill you.
What if he's doing this to make it so he'll fucking change his ways about being a chauvinistic asshole though to his girlfriend? Like then it could be all right, you know?
I mean,
I want you to write down the name of your superior, the one who's heading up this investigation.
Oh man.
At the very top of the page.
Oh dude.
are these pieces of
What
the
is he after?
Death Note?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
God.
shit.
Yeah, he just left it open.
These
Yeah.
are oh.
Turn it on. You're going to look at each photo and then write that agent's name in the space provided. You're going to do this for each agent.
This is really fucked up. I mean, I know it's the FBI, but it's really fucked up.
I know that voice. Why on earth can't I remember who it belongs to?
That person singing Death Note looks so creepy.
Here we go.
No.
Music's really good at this scene.
Oh fuck. I mean, we knew it was gonna happen, but at least that lady's free.
Like Yakami.
Ooh, he knows it by name.
Yeah,
Penber.
because he wasn't trying to disguise his voice. I was
Nope.
Ray Penber wrote all of those names on pages taken from the Death Note.
like, knew it.
Good shit. Good call,
He was
Mo.
actually signing a death warrant.
Oh shit! So he like wrote stuff. He blotted it out. But man, god damn.
Elle, you have a call from the director of the FBI.
It's me.
uh,
I've got a report in front of me right now stating that all of our agents. I can only.
Look at this little bag of shit, old man.
Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this fucking fucking head right here.
L. Do you know gods of death? Love apples.
I mean, it's important information.
it's really important.
Oh, it's very important. If it's like,
You're free.
oh yeah, well I got his Death Note. How do you like them apples?
Lady, you're free. This guy sucked.
You see, he seemed to suck pretty hard. He did.
I'm sure you've heard of this Kira investigation. Well, I'm currently in charge of it.
What? Are you serious? That's totally awesome, Dad. You're the best cop ever.
You're the best, most smartest cop in the world.
What I'm saying is there's a chance that Kira will actually try to kill anyone who comes after him. His crimes are ruthless and more frightening than anything we've seen.
We need to talk about Light.
We need to talk about Light. I mean, we've needed to talk about Light. That's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's any coming back with this character that I can kind of tell, or at least
No, not at all.
Evil triumph.
I'm proud to be able to call you my father.
Psychopath.
You, I'm going to find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
But if you're not absolutely sure, then we don't need you. You have to be willing to fight against him, even if that means making the ultimate...
Like, I don't like that he's sort of digging in, though. That's kind of cool. He's like, fuck this motherfucker.
I do like that voice actor. I also like Watari. I think Watari is my favorite in the series.
I remember him because he told us to get down, but I don't really remember any of the other passengers.
Oh, but she's going to get on the case because she's got... That's cool. I like that a lot.
I appreciate it.
And she doesn't have to.
Good old Lady L.
She has no one to put babies in her.
Right? No one to fucking pump that little worm into her and give her a bunch of kids and shit like that, you know?
5 men, huh? Well,
she's gonna come. She's probably gonna literally go back. Either she'll do it on her own, or she'll literally go back on like this team.
Yeah,
I kind of like her. I like her just as a private thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because
I don't
solo.
Don't join the FBI, kids.
All of us have agreed to put our lives at risk to bring Kira to justice. So I hope you understand what this means. We're really...
Yeah, but Kira wouldn't be scared of being killed, would he?
Yeah.
Haha. If I was all those guys, I would, like, hold him down and pull his hat off. It's like, enough of this. Come on.
Just keep going up to the webcam and just fucking just fucking flap your cock out right in front of him and be like, oh, yeah, you're going to talk to somebody? Talk to this. Hey! Like,
The way Elle's been conducting things so far, odds are he's going to send a stand-in or a proxy of some kind to meet us instead of...
has Elle ever dealt with the fucking, like, supernatural before? You know what I mean? Like probably not. Like, unless he's like the fucking Men in Black. He's a one-man Men in Black. And there is a Man in Black, literally, in the show.
Kira, it seems we're getting closer to each other in equal steps. It's only a matter of time before we collide.
Every time I see him, kind of like his hair kind of coming out, he looks like a member of like the Pussycat Dolls, like that movie from 2000.
He totally does.
Oh man,
it's unlocked. Please let yourselves in.
Oh, bastards! Boom. Horrifying.
Yeah, he's escalating like a serial killer would, like just killing people for making points and like, listen, I don't like cops either, but he killed the FBI agent for just doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
He was just showing up and doing his job.
Sure.
So he's like, dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, no. And I mean, I think that this is just the kind of... I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not. I laugh a lot through this show, obviously. But I think until it's one of those things like where it's like until I am actually kind of given reason to be like, oh, okay, cool, growth. I'm assuming he's just a maniacal force within this story.
Like even more chilling, like at dinner, he's like, I'm so proud of you, Father. I definitely has a soul in here.
Yeah, he's got Patrick Bateman vibes all day.
I wonder if his dad knows.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's like, it's like, and hey, Dad, cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks, or whatever. He starts. It's like, Dad, I have to go visit. It's like,
Dad, you ever heard of Huey Lewis?
You ever heard of Huey? It's like, is that a raincoat? Yes, it is. Or whatever the fuck it is. Like, yeah, big time American Psycho vibes, big time. And he's into it. Like, he wanted him to turn around and see and know that it was him and stuff. Say his name and shit like that. I mean, like, this is only exacerbating thing. Now, this is what I want to know. I mean, like, because it's like because it says like in that little, it's like they're possessed by this demon or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
right.
Like, is it the book that makes you that way or the demon that makes you that way? I like Ryuk too much to accept it.
He's
the corrupting element,
And also, that's not interesting if it's like a what's the Wanda book that she had
Oh, the Darkhold.
The Darkhold, if it's a Darkhold situation where it's like once you get it, it corrupts you. I just like, it's a more interesting idea if the book just doesn't do anything. You're just given the power, and the power that you possess, you either don't fuck with it because you're a good person, or you fuck with it because you think that you're a good person.
The power does not change people, it reveals
exactly people. So if it turns out a thing where it's like, oh my god, what have I done? I would have done that. That's going to be a little bit undercutting the premise of this show. I think it's way more interesting if the book...
as a true dark morality play.
Yes, and he just is like that with his black and white thinking, like a little fucking baby. Like, you're either with me or not. And if you're in my way, you're dead. Like, that's just more interesting. So I hope. But yeah, there is also, I didn't like this episode because where the fuck was my baby? Where was my little baby?
He was he was there. He just wasn't doing as much as last time. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Like,
he didn't have a zinger.
Yeah, he didn't really seem. Yeah, that was one thing about that whole scenario. They definitely focused more on P member, on whatever this
P member,
P member over there. Paul or whatever the fuck his name is.
Ray Pepper.
Ray Pember. Sorry. Yeah.
Ray Pepper.
I switched him around. Yeah. Ray Peppers. Pepper pepper jack cheese. No, it just became about him and Ryuk was not because like that whole interaction with the two of them.
The only thing that he was in was the part where Light had figured out that he could write things and then have like put the names in after. So like, and that was the thing where he was like, "Whoa, I didn't even know that."
Yeah.
So like, Light's kind of hacking through the rules and like finding little loopholes.
And maybe
like,
Ryuk gave the book to him because of that.
And he Ryuk was bored.
Yeah, he's bored.
Yeah, and maybe he's just like, hey, this kid's so fucked up. I'm getting a college course.
Shit.
He's like,
I don't have an evil mind. I just have I'm just
an
a
apple
death
mind.
god. I'm single-minded on the apples. I was like, hey, here's this fucking psychopath.
It's kind of like when we just saw the Thor: Love and Thunder, where like all the gods are just assholes and just like they're like, we don't care about you, and like death gods are just bored and they just want to eat and fuck around.
In the hostage situation that Ryuk, or not the Ryuk, but that Light was actually like writing in the Deathnote and in charge of, Ryuk was there. And is it because Ray was writing notes in the book? Was that the reason that he wasn't with him at that time? Or at least we never saw, or maybe it's just literally they were just like, listen, we're just going to focus on these two guys.
I think it's more that.
Yeah, because I thought Ryuk...
it was such a complicated scenario. Like, what are we just going to have, like, Ryuk in the corner?
Yeah, you can't. No, it was...
Like a cuffed husband, just kind of like, ooh.
Which I like.
Wow, man, you really thought about this a lot. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, like
his little demon boner.
Yeah, he's got a little bit. Yeah, he's got a little demon boner for sure. But he's got that lanky, big Adam's apple, like kind of punk rocker, like garage rocker type of thing.
That BDE, that big demon energy.
He's got that big demon energy, absolutely, like a fucking baby's arm holding an apple, absolutely, like the fucking, this was among the darkest episode because it was so personal. Not that the other ones haven't been dark, but like where he's like now he's like you said, Morgan, he's in full like serial killer mode, kind of.
Yeah, because he's like being threatening his family. He's doing he's doing psychological torture where he's like, I'm gonna kill your lady and your family, and then just being like making it so personal, like I want to look into your eyes as you die.
It's real.
I want the last thing you see to be my fucking face.
Yeah, and to know that it was me, and to know that it was the son of the chief, you know what I mean, of this of the department, you know.
And like Ray was not a bad dude. He was just like
he was an asshole, but he didn't deserve to die.
Yeah.
True.
He was like, first
being an asshole doesn't mean that you deserve to die.
Exactly.
You know?
First off, I mean he's FBI, but okay. Let's just take whatever. His job is his job. He was just doing his job. It wasn't because he was like had a vendetta against anyone. He was just,
and he was also off of the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had already discounted Light.
Which Light didn't know that. You guys keep saying that, but Light didn't know that.
No, I know that. I know.
Okay.
But wouldn't you want to like? Because if he's willing to just he wanted to get the names, I suppose. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I would want to he did it to throw the scent. I would want to know if or I guess maybe they can always go back. I mean, maybe it just didn't. But I feel like it puts a little more pressure on you, especially if he dies and all these other guys. You don't necessarily. Like maybe they'll dispel the thing, but you get like you make nemesis. You know what I mean? Like you make like now we got like a group of like 6 dudes that are down to give their lives to find out who he is. You know what I mean?
And
Whereas
Light
maybe
had
he
that
could have
whole
just
thing where he's
but he didn't know. Yeah, and I that's in my mind. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's like he's all about kind of knowing certainty and information. It's like just letting it see. Okay, I think I got through it. Am I no longer a suspect? Is this guy not following me anymore?
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. I felt like that was something. But I get
Like
you. What
me
were you gonna say,
personally
Mark?
would rather worry about 6 people than an entire task force, and like at this point, or an entire task force from another country. So like, they sent in like U.S. FBI agents to Japan with like 14 people. So that means there's a whole. So now the U.S. is like, we weren't even really supposed to be there. So like, you guys you can take care of that. They're not killing Americans, so what the fuck do we care? Like we just lost 14 men.
Well, they were
That's
Americans.
a you problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so like
I think they did, but are you sure that he didn't kill Americans? Because I thought he was just going around like all the worst people.
Yeah, maybe he's killing some Americans, but most of the people he's killing are in like were Japanese criminals, like in that.
Yeah, I
so
know
I'm sure
that,
he was
but-
like going like Interpol's most wanted or whatever.
Yeah.
But like
Right. I think the first one is like in his little Google search is like he took care of a ton of people all around the world, but he wants to make the utopia in Japan first.
Yeah.
And then you get Japan, and then you gotta go, and then we gotta go to the next country. We gotta go to the next, you know what I mean, like or something. I mean, like I don't know, like supremely dark episode, and one of the most kind of unsettling I think that we've had thus far. Like it's
Light is completely gone. Like he's completely gone. He's not a hero. Like not that he has ever really been one.
No, right.
He is not a hero.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's kind of maybe, and again, like I'm just laughing at it, and maybe it's a defense mechanism and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it is dark, but it is so comically so. But I think. I don't know, like it's just I don't know, like I know that we're gonna run into people that I fucking identify with this shit, like you know what I mean. It just has to exist,
That is terrifying.
Yikes!
I mean, it's every we've dealt with
Light did nothing wrong.
Exactly, fucking couple of Jaegers over there and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Travis Bickle's the coolest man,
right? No, that's it's bound to happen. It's just what happens with
Rorschach,
with yeah, exactly. We're gonna get some Rorschach boys. I mean, like I think like it's just what happens with art that tries to really delve into like a dark topic and stuff like that. And if there's somebody that doesn't really balk at it, and especially a main character that is not the good guy, like and that's just it is just such a hard. I mean, as far as like most Western storytelling, I think most storytelling in general, we just understand that we are just. Most of the time, we are avatars for a main character who is like virtuous and good and trying to do the right thing and like blah 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 and all that stuff. And that is not what this is at all. And if you think that that's what it is, then kindly unsubscribe, unlike, and report this video. like you know what I mean? Like
this is some,
like you get like
this is some straight up Morbius shit, man. It's Morbin time up in here.
Is it Morbin time? Is this kind of where he's going with this type of shit or whatever it is? Like, there's a lot of crazy possibilities that I think that the show could kind of get into. Definitely excited to check them out on the next episode. You guys want to get going with that?
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us as we go through Death Note. We are on season 5 right now. If you guys want to get early access
episode
for
5.
Anybody else. What's that?
Episode 5.
Oh, sorry, episode 5. Yes, we're on episode 5. If you guys want to get early access to all of our Death Note coverage, including episode 6, which is available, if you're watching this on YT, it's available right now on our Patreon. You got to head on over to our Patreon, and the way that you do that is to click either one of the top pinned comments, either top pinned comment or the description below. Click either one of those, and that'll take you over to our Patreon.
I've come to believe that Kira set up that bus
Ooh, his eyes are red now, though.
Yeah.
It's like a stylistic choice that they just kind of do. I don't know if it's necessarily indicative of...
It suggests that heart attacks aren't the only way Kira can kill people.
Oh, this is chilling. I'm scared.
Then you can pony up $5 for our animation tier, and that will get you early access every time that we make a drop on YT to Death Note. You get to watch the next episode completely full and uncut. and you get to see it before anybody else in the world gets to check that shit out. So I hope you guys consider doing that. And the rest of everything that's on our animation tier, it's like you also get like movie commentaries, you get fucking exclusive podcasts, you get tons of stuff over there for a pretty damn fair price, if I do say so myself. If you guys want to also, but if you can't do that, if you don't got the scratch and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. That stuff always helps. It never fucking hurts. Ring the bell thing, all that good stuff. We thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.